Hello and welcome to the Media Pod. And Dave here, and Dave with you. Now we have a different type of episode tonight. What do we got here, Dave?
It's gonna be a rant, and it's like Dave's weight loss rant, and we're the media zone media pod, so it's media is generally related, and this is media adjacent, very much so. But I want to make a point as to why this came up. Now, you could sit back, Ed, and have a brew while I
Okay,
talk, because that's what's going to happen.
let's see. Okay, it's in the right order today.
Now, to give a little background, I have lost since about 8 months ago about 55 pounds.
Wow.
Now, I'm going to just say, in large part, why that happened. Now, and
Now,
how that happened, and
we
why
know
I
how you
think,
we
what
know
was
how
that?
you did it. It's that Ozempic.
Oh, we're going to get to that.
Okay.
We'll get to that. That's part of the rant. Now, my son has lost about 80 pounds.
Hmm.
And he was not really an inspiration for why I lost weight. I was very concerned in weighing 240 pounds. And then he decided, hey, I got to lose some weight because he was young and had blood pressure issues. So a couple years ago, as has been documented on a previous episode of the show, I had kidney stones. I went in, had the procedure done, and next day or a couple days later, I'm reading my chart online, and it said today we've seen a 62-year-old obese man, and I saw the word obese, and I went, oh, that was horrifying. Because when I think obese, Ed, I'm thinking, big, but I guess that's morbidly obese.
Right.
So I was about 220, and I thought, okay, I know
220,
I'm, yeah,
they called you obese
yes. Well,
off
because
chart.
I'm not exactly a giant, so for my height, yeah. But I didn't think I knew I was overweight, but I didn't think I was like horribly fat. But you know, bigger than I wanted to be. But didn't really care. I wanted to eat my candy. But it took some time. I go to a cardiologist, and he says to me, because I was on blood pressure medicine, and he says, we could probably get you off blood pressure medicine if you lost weight. He says, I want to put you on those GLPs,
Mhm.
which is
Ozempic.
what Ozempic, Wegovy, or something like that, whatever they are. And I went, oh, okay. I didn't want to do it, but I went, okay. He scheduled an appointment with one of the pharmacists. I guess you had to talk to a pharmacist to figure out which one. But unfortunately, the appointment was not until about 4.5 months later. So I said to myself, Self, I'm going to try to see if I can lose some weight. Decided to do it on my own. So apparently I did. So I'm no longer on the blood pressure medicine, but that's because I
Hmm.
ended up on the floor at work. Well, we'll get to that later. But here's where it's media adjacent. I want to discuss why people don't lose weight. And this is the reason I think they don't. Because where do you go? If you're overweight, now I'm not talking about people that have underlying medical conditions or are on medicines that prevent them from losing weight, because that's the thing that happens. This is for people who are heavy, who have the ability to lose weight, but just don't do it. So when I started to try and lose weight, I had it in my head how I was going to do it. But then I started to go online and look at, oh, maybe I'll get some more information online. And this is where the problem is. There's guys saying, eat this, and another guy saying, don't eat this. And then they're saying, oh, let me just see what I got here. A couple headlines I've seen on some of these YouTube videos. Walk daily? Question mark. After 50, don't. 7 walking mistakes that are destroying your health. What can you possibly do wrong walking? I don't understand it. But apparently, there are 7 mistakes you make walking that destroy your health. I don't think that's true. Here's another one: the biggest glucose spike. Why breakfast is the most dangerous meal. Another another one of these headlines or a thumbnail with that, and I know it's just to suck you in to watch it. Is healthy eating hurting you?
Hmm.
I don't think so. I've come to the conclusion that people who want to try and lose weight and try and look up videos to help them, to give them ideas on how to lose weight, are bombarded with information that says you're walking wrong, you're doing this, don't do that. So, what happens when you get bombarded with this contradictory information? You say, I don't know what to do. So, you do nothing. And you end up staying heavy and overweight. I watched this video where this guy in his scrubs and surgical hat, because we can't trust the doctor online unless he's wearing that. Because the guy wearing the scrubs is definitely smarter than the guy wearing a suit. But anyway, he's a cardiologist and he's talking about one of his patients who was complaining he couldn't lose weight. So cardiologist is asking him, "What are you eating?" Of course, I wouldn't be necessarily talking to a cardiologist about weight loss. I'd probably talk to a nutritionist, but be that as it may. He says, "Well, I try to start eating well in the morning with fruit. I like to eat fruit to get my vitamins through the fruit." The cardiologist says, "Fruit? Don't eat fruit. Fruit's the worst thing you can have. It's loaded with sugars. Don't eat fruit." Something we've never been told our whole lives. Later on in that same podcast, I don't know why I stuck with it, but I watched it. He said regarding cancer and foods best for antioxidants that are healthy for you, he says eat blueberries, strawberries, blackberries, and red raspberries, which last time I checked
Hmm.
were fruits. And he said don't eat fruits because they're loaded with sugar.
Hmm.
The difference being, of course, that natural sugars are different than processed sugars. That's what you want to avoid is the processed sugars. So I'm going to make a few points as to how I think you can lose weight. And again, for people trying, don't go online looking up stuff. Don't. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a nutritionist. I've lost 55 pounds.
Hmm.
So I can do that. And if I can do it, everybody can do it. Here's what you do. Two things, Ed. Very simple. Eat right. Get off your ass.
That's what I'm going to put on the thumbnail.
Eat right. Get on your ass.
Yes.
Now I'm going to detail it just a little bit because I'll tell you what I was eating. Now, I would eat my meal, whatever it was, breakfast, lunch, whatever. I generally don't eat breakfast because it takes me a few hours after I wake up to actually want to eat, but I wouldn't eat until 10:30, 11 o'clock. So I would have that. Then you nibble on snacks in between the meal. Then you have your dinner. But then the problem for me was you'd go upstairs. Oh, I'm going to watch my hockey game tonight. So I'm bringing up a bag of chips. I'm bringing up some pretzels and I'm bringing up my candy. I love all my candy. And you're nibbling on it while you're watching the game. Next thing you know, it's 9:30, 10 o'clock. And you just, one more little handful of M&Ms. And then, and that's it. So what I did was I stopped with the snacks. I don't eat after 5 o'clock. No snacks, nothing after that. Then my first meal of the day is around 11 the next day. So I go several hours without eating, which I didn't know I was doing, is a thing called intermittent fasting, where you have this window of eating. I say you fast for 16 to 18 hours and then you have this window of eating, which is what I was doing. I just wasn't aware of it. So I looked into that a little bit, all the health benefits of that. So I said, oh, that's good. I'll stick with that. And then what I did was I walk 4 miles a day at a minimum, 6 miles on some days. I can do that because I'm retired and I'm bored.
Every day you walk?
Every day, if I can. If it's crappy weather, I'm not walking. But I'll walk. The days that I work, I walk 4 miles. The days that I don't work, I walk 6 miles. But that's because I have the time, and a lot of people don't. So I understand how that wouldn't work for some people. But I'm just going to point out this is what you folks need to do. Don't watch the videos online. The guy saying don't eat fruit. Oh, yes, eat fruit. Another guy saying, oh, this vegetable is the best for you. And another guy saying, eat this vegetable, eat that vegetable. Just eat decent food. If you like fish, eat a lot of fish. I like fish. A lot of people don't like fish. But I eat chicken, I eat pork, I eat beef, I eat sausage, I eat pasta, I eat potatoes. Oh, don't eat potatoes. Oh my God, the starch turns into glucose. Don't worry about it. Don't overeat. Don't eat after 5 o'clock. Cut out the sugars. Cut out the sugar. Everything. It's in everything, Ed.
Yes, it
It's
is.
in, it's in bread. It's in condiments. It's in yogurt. It's in your tomato sauce. All this crap. You want to know something? 30 years ago, maybe 40, everyone's obese. Oh, why are we obese? We're fat. Oh, we got to take the fat out of food. So they take the fat
Mm.
out of food. Guess what it tastes like? The cardboard. So what do they put in it? Sugar to make it edible. So people would want to eat it. But people are thinking, well, it's less fat. I can eat this, but it's loaded with sugar. And then you want more sugar. You crave more sugar. We're fatter than we've ever been. And it's because everything's got freaking sugar in it and that high fructose corn syrup. You can't get away from it. It's a drug. I swear to God, it's a drug. Sugar's a drug, Ed. It's addictive.
Yes.
It's terrible. It took me forever to try and stop getting those crazy hankerings for candy every night. But that's the problem is sugar and it's processed foods. If you're having sandwiches every day, you might want to break that down maybe a little less, maybe a couple days a week. Don't have that ham and turkey and salami. Have a nice meal, a warm meal. Don't don't have all that crap. And get out and walk. If you don't have the time to walk or go outside and you have a treadmill, fine, do that. Now, there's more videos about walking that are very misleading and stupid. If you're not walking 40 minutes a day, don't bother. It's not doing you any good. Yeah, it is. Because if you're sitting on your ass and you walk up and you decide, I'm going to walk for 15 minutes, that's better than sitting on your ass doing nothing. I watched this video where this one guy said, you're not walking right unless you're wearing a, a weighted vest. How is this not helpful to someone who weighs 300 pounds and decides, I'm going to walk for 15 minutes? It'll help you. And even if you feel, and then if you feel you're not walking long enough, you know what? You don't have to. 15 minutes. 3 weeks later, you add 5 more minutes to it. Another 3 or 4 weeks later, you add 5 more minutes. Next thing you know, you're walking a half hour, maybe even 40 minutes, whatever. But it's better than doing nothing, Ed. That's what I'm getting at. Whatever you're doing that's making you heavy, don't do it. I'm telling you, don't watch this. Don't watch these videos. They're crazy. Take a look at what you're eating, when you're eating, how you're eating, and just change some things. Take out the crappy foods. The cereal for breakfast is not good. You want to have fruit for breakfast? I'm telling that cardiologist you can have some fruit for breakfast because it's natural sugar. They're worried about insulin spikes. That's the thing. But don't worry about that. If you can somehow manage to not eat after 5 o'clock at night, and then you don't eat again until 10 or 11, that's fine. And if you have coffee in the morning, don't put sugar or creamer in it. This is the other thing I want to touch on, Ed, and then I'm going to get off my high horse. You need the reason that you shouldn't eat after 5 or 6 o'clock is you gotta stop the digestion process. Your body's always digesting, and it's got this fuel that you've just eaten, whether it's a handful of peanuts or a handful of pretzels, you're constantly digesting. The body doesn't have a chance to stop digesting. It takes hours for the insulin spike to come down and your body to go from digesting to burning fat, which is what you want to do. And you want to burn the visceral fat, which is the fat around the organs. Oh my God, I sound horrible. I can't believe I'm actually saying this crap. So there's a thing called autophagy, which is where the body starts to repair itself, its damaged cells. And it's been shown that these damaged cells are potentially cells that could become cancerous. But what happens is we used to think that, or we were told, that if you stop eating a lot, your body would start chewing away at your muscles. But that's not the case. We've discovered that it's, and by we, not me, I've never discovered anything. But they discovered that your body goes into this repair mode where it takes the damaged cells and it repairs them. So by not eating over a certain amount of time, your body goes into this phase called autophagy. Now, if you really want to get that repair mode, you shouldn't eat for 24 hours, even 36 hours. Something I would never do. I'm going to eat. So you don't need to do it. But this fasting where you can go 16, 18 hours, your body can get into that beginning stages of this repair. But that's what you want to do. You want to stop the body from constantly digesting and using the incoming fuel and burning that instead of burning the fat that you have. Now, if you want to have coffee in the morning and you add sugar or you add creamer to it, any calorie is going to start that digestion process. Even if you only taken in 5 calories, your body's going to change from burning fat to, hey, here comes some fuel. We got to burn that first. And then it takes hours of that for your body to recuperate from that. So what I'm saying, Ed, is in a long-winded way, walk a little bit and don't eat crap. And don't listen to the videos that you see online. I mean, there's a guy called Dr. Alex. He's generally pretty good. And there's a few that are science-based, which are good. But there's so many idiots telling you, eat this, don't eat this, do this, you're walking wrong. I actually saw one that said you're walking wrong. I don't know how you walk wrong. I don't know. Unless you walk into traffic. I don't know. How do you walk wrong, Ed? Do you know?
I don't know.
So, yeah. So if I can lose 55 pounds, being a sugar addict, loving my snacks, you could do it too. Anyone can do it. So that's it. That's my big Steve's health journey. Don't listen to experts. Listen to an idiot.
How did you do with soda? Were you drinking soda a lot?
I was drinking sodas. That was one of the things. And I always use diet soda.
Yeah.
Not that I figured, oh, it's better for me. I actually like the flavor of diet soda better than regular soda. But I stopped doing that. I haven't had that for months. I haven't had ice cream, probably a staple of my diet, in 9 months.
Mm.
So it's, stuff that I really like and I'm just not having anymore. But I will also say this. When you get these hunger pangs, I believe that's called ghrelin. That doesn't necessarily really mean you're hungry. That is your body saying, hey, it's time to eat because this is the time we normally eat. But if you change up what you're eating and when you're eating, you don't get the hunger pangs. There have been days that I have gone not on purpose, but accidentally 24 hours between meals, not one hunger pang. I don't get them because my body has changed its rhythm and it's, when I eat, I generally eat 11 and 4:30. And I don't eat a ton. I eat enough. I don't live to eat, Ed. I eat to live.
Right.
So you don't get the hunger pangs. It's really bizarre. You eat so much less and you're not hungry because your body is just evolved to change to the changes that you. It's like when you're cavemen. We didn't eat as cavemen at, hey, 6 o'clock. We gotta have breakfast. You ate whenever you could kill something, and maybe you couldn't kill something for 2 days, so you didn't eat for 2 days. Our bodies are on these clocks, and we set these clocks for 7 o'clock in the morning for breakfast, 12 o'clock for lunch, and 6 o'clock for dinner. And that's when you stop. That's when your body kicks in with this. Oh, we gotta have hunger pangs because we need our fuel. This is what kind. Change up what you're eating. Change up when you're eating, and your body will change, and you'll actually feel better. I no longer use my stomach as a TV tray, which I did at one point. I was sitting watching TV, and I rested the plate on myself, and I looked down, and I went, well, that can't be good. So there. That's my rant on uh, weight loss. And again, we'll say I still eat crap from time to time. Sausage isn't good for you, but I eat that. Pepperoni, that's not good for you. That's processed food. But I still have my pizza at home. I make my
Hmm.
own sauce, so I don't have to put sugars in it. Um, it's just the snacks, and you can eat a sandwich with your processed meats in it. Just don't do it 5 days a week. Do it twice a week. Don't eat as much bread. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you people. I'm just saying. I'm just saying what worked for me. Don't eat the pretzels. Don't eat the chips. Don't eat the Cadbury eggs. Um, you know, I do think I'm going to go out and get some jelly beans tomorrow. But I deserve it. So there you go.
Well, once in a while you can have this stuff if work on it the rest of the week.
Oh, here's an important point, Ed. I wanna make this. Just popped into my head just now. You don't lose weight in one day. Okay. You say, okay, I'm gonna eat broccoli and healthy food today. I should lose weight. It doesn't happen in one day. And if you have a bad day where you eat crap and candy, guess what? You're not going to gain all the weight back in one day. So, just don't string 5, 6, 7 bad days together because then, yeah, you're going to add 2 or 3 pounds. But, you mix one bad day in, that's okay. As long as you get back to what you're normally doing, you should be fine. But that's it. Have any questions for me, Ed, during my health video?
That was the only question about the soda. And did you start drinking more water? That's probably something you want to do too.
That is all I drink is water.
Mhm.
That is it. I don't. It's surprising what I don't miss. Really, I don't miss chips. I don't miss pretzels. I don't really miss ice cream as much as I loved ice cream. I don't really miss it. The only thing I really miss are the Cadbury eggs.
Yeah.
But I'll have some of those. Although I will say, if you want some chocolate, get the dark chocolate. 72% dark chocolate actually does have some nutritional value. It's less sugar, has a certain amount of nutrients that are better than regular milk chocolate or semi-sweet chocolate. So sometimes I'll buy a bag of dark chocolate chips and just nibble on some of those with maybe a scoop of peanut butter. I can do that. That's good for it. Hey, get the peanut butter without the added sugars. You can get that. It's there. It,
Natural. Yep.
it exists. It doesn't have to be the ones that you got to mix with the oils that separate. You can get you can get that crappy gist with no sugar added. Eh, good enough. But anyway, there you go. That's my rant about these idiot videos telling you you're walking wrong and your breakfast is the most dangerous meal of the day. Don't eat fruit. Eat fruit. Your body needs sugar. I just want to point out your body does need sugar. Natural sugars are good. I make a fruit smoothie, Ed, 4 days a week. They
Hmm.
say don't drink your fruit because then you get the high spike in the sugar and the crash. But if that's the only time I'm getting the real sugar shot, I don't care. I get my fruit. That's how I get my fruit. Why do I do it that way? I hate fruit.
Oh no.
Oh, I don't like fruit. I won't eat fruit, but I'll blend them all in a drink. So, plus, one more thing, Ed. Then I gotta go
Well,
get my car.
okay.
You can make these good muffins with no flour.
How do you
You
do
want to know
that?
how? You want to know how? I'll tell
Yeah.
you how. You take 2 very ripe bananas and a cup of peanut butter, and you mush it
Okay.
all together. 2 eggs. Mix that all up. A little vanilla, maybe a little baking powder, soda, one of them, whatever one you put in chocolate chip cookies. A little bit of that, and put in either blueberries or dark chocolate chips. And guess what? They actually bake into a nice muffin.
Hmm.
No sugar added, sweetness from the bananas. You don't taste the peanut butter. You barely taste the bananas. You taste the chocolate. It's a good muffin. I'm telling you, it works. I've done it. So there you go. So don't listen to the people online.
No.
No, don't listen to these idiots. I'm just telling you. Just do whatever you're doing. Don't do it. Do something different. It'll work for you. I'm telling you. Don't just too much information. some guy saying eat fruit, and then another guy saying don't eat fruit, or the same guy saying eat fruit and don't eat fruit. It's when you get all this conflicting information, you just give up. You're like, I can't win. I don't know what to do. So you don't do anything. Do it because now I'm off my blood pressure medicine because I fainted at work
Oh, very good.
because I was taking blood pressure medicine, lost the weight, and then my blood pressure was so low, I collapsed in a heap.
You don't want to do that.
No, especially not at that point.
So where's your blood pressure now? Back to normal, sort of.
It's I've been stop.
Oh.
I've been taking my blood pressure, and I'm telling you, sometimes it's pretty damn low.
Hmm.
Very low. A couple days ago, it was 82 over 53. That's low,
Yeah,
but it's been around like 100 over 60. Pretty good.
That's
Pretty
good.
good.
that's good.
So that's what I say, people. There you go. That's my rant. Want to edit this out a little bit? You can. But there you go.
All very good advice, I would say.
I think it is. I think it is. And like I've said before, if I can do it, God knows everyone else can do it because I'm the weakest person I know. And if I can avoid candy with that I love and sugar, you want to know a little trick too? Here's
Yeah.
how. Here's how you don't eat at night. Go to bed early. I was up 11, 12 o'clock. 10 o'clock rolls around. I want to nibble on some Doritos. Oh, I love me some Doritos.
Mhm.
So now I said, you know what? 9:30 rolls around. I'm starting to think about food. I'll just go to bed. So that's what I do. So there you go. Another little trick. There's little tricks. There's tricks, people. Hey, people, hit me up in the comments. I'll help you out. I'll tell you.
Right.
I'll tell you what
There's-
to do. Little
Any
tricks.
questions? Ask Dave in the comments.
That's right. Because I'm a healthcare professional. Well, maybe we have to put a caption up that says,
Not a healthcare.
not a healthcare professional. This is not meant as a health advice or something. This is just one man's journey on
Mhm.
his way. Yeah. Now it'll be funny if a week from now I die of a heart attack.
No.
Then just keep being fat because. But anyway, there you go.